Ladies and gentlemen, the boys were back in town once again with another episode of DPW Fire, this time the 4th episode, and I'm also back in Wings of Libertas. Finally, I'm able to upload in this channel again, got it back. So from now on, all my reviews will be in this channel. And my reviews will be in this format, unlike the last episode where I really put a lot of work into my editing. Because right now, with all the stuff I'm doing outside of this, it's really not sustainable. But whenever I get the time or whenever I feel like there's a need to go a lot more harder on editing, the format of these review videos might change. Now, differently from the last couple of episodes I reviewed, this time I took notes just to make this a little bit easier. Let's see how it goes. So there's a lot to talk about in this episode. A bunch of stuff happened. Starting with Andrew Everett versus Calvin Tankman. I very much expected this to be a good match, and it was a great match where Andrew Everett died multiple times, somehow came back from, let's say, heaven, because he cannot go to hell. He's Andrew Everett after all. The 7'4" giant, he managed to, pull off the victory with a nice second rope shooting star press. Just inhumane, just insane. Andrew Everett is just on a different level. He showed that here once again, and I really feel like he's gonna win the championship because by winning this match, he also made sure that he's in the finals of this tournament, championship tournament. My prediction is still Andrew Everett, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Bojack won as well. But I'll talk more about that towards the ending of the video. One other thing I want to mention, let me know if you agree with this or not, but the commentary, in some points, it seems like there is only play-by-play commentators in the commentary. So there's no color commentator. There's no one else. Feels like they're all doing the same job, meaning Johnny, Pulse, and Tony. But as I mentioned before, this is an issue that will take care of itself as the months and maybe years go by with DPW. My feedback here is just that it just creates a better viewing experience if there's like one lead commentator who's doing the play-by-play and the others can provide some color commentary. And what I'm saying here is that the roles, to me at least, are not that clearly defined. But whenever there's a big moment or any moment at all, the commentary team, reacts how they're supposed to. They sell it well. They never get in the way. They never get in the way. They definitely put a lot of effort into not getting into the way of anything important, which is something that I always appreciate. Anyways, we still got a lot to talk about, so let's talk about the first ever DPW Battle Royal, which started with Kid Bandit, which I said in the first episode that he was good. He has some good moments, but I didn't like him that much. And I regret saying that at all now because, well, after that, I wanted to watch him a little bit more attentively to see if I was wrong or if I was right on my assessment. And I was wrong, I think, because, forget about the ending of this Battle Royal. Even in the beginning, the way he entered the ring, doing all those athletic moves throughout the match, the way he wrestled, I definitely warmed up to him. And after the match, after the promo that Luther cut and then he himself cut, oh my god, I regret ever saying anything, even tiny bit negative about this guy. In this match, I got everything it was about, which is, wasn't expecting it. Right, it starts with Kid Bandit and Calibus Kingston. And Calibus Kingston, let me tell you, is a freaking vibe. I think he's like a Jamaican Eddie Kingston. We haven't seen much of him. He pile drivers the hell out of Kid Bandit, kills him. So we got two deaths in this episode, Andrew Everett and Kid Bandit. In the meanwhile, Tenshi comes in, Tenshi X, with his, Tyson Kidd attire. He's wearing a Hokage jacket or something like that. So you can immediately tell he's, I guess, friends with Kid Bandit. Anyways, Kid Bandit comes back to life and takes revenge on Kingston with a nice sliced bread on the apron, which eliminates Kingston. Then we have Donnie Ray coming in, doing a lot of crazy, wacky stuff. Then we have Aaron Cox coming in, spearing 3 people. Of course, when he does that, the crowd goes crazy and they chant for him. They say, Aaron Cox, Aaron Cox. And of course, I think this is like the sole reason Pulse, at least one of the most important reasons why Pulse signed, or DPW in general signed Aaron Cox. Just so Pulse could say, we got a big Cox chant going on in DPW. Now, I don't remember if that's exactly what he said, but he said something along the lines of that. And my reaction was like, oh, you son of a bitch. I can't believe you did it. I guess he got it, got it out of the way early. It was going to happen, had to happen somehow, someday, somewhere. Then we had Skylar Mack coming in to Mack on the entire DPW roster. Then we had Lucky Ali, which I liked, as I've told you in the first episode, review of the first episode. Also, at one point of the match, Aaron Cox also dies because he hits a huge move. That's the third death of this episode. Anyways, Luther comes in as the final entrant. Then everybody just suddenly gets eliminated. We're down to 2. It's, not Lucky Bandit, Kid Bandit, and Luther. Here at least I finally get to see Rasengan for the first time. It's basically like a springboard palm strike, like because the Rasengan, Naruto goes like this and that does it. You know what I mean if you watch Naruto. It's a decent move. He tries it once, gets it. He tries it for the second time. That's where I go, okay, he's done. He shockingly gets that one as well, and then he goes for another one. At that point, he's basically asking Luther to, bro, just eliminate me already. You know what I mean? And that's what happens, actually. He gets thrown outside the ring while Lucky Ali and I believe Donnie Ray were fighting each other. They definitely developed a rivalry for DPW, you already know. There might be another guy mixed in there, but I'm not too clear on the details. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, that's not too important. What's the most important thing is Luther picks up a mic. He doesn't signal for the mic like this. I don't want to do it because I don't want... Basically, he asked for a microphone doing this, which I thought was interesting. You could have done any other... anything else, really. Like, I would understand if Aaron Cox did that gesture for a microphone. Definitely fits his gimmick. Anyways, I'm just joking around here. Luther then gets Kid Bandit in the ring, tells him, you're the future of DPW, bro. Puts him over very nicely. I was like, oh, what a great moment. And I thought it was going to end there, but I wasn't ready for what came next. Basically, Lucky Kid, I was going to say Lucky Kid, that's a different wrestler. Kid Bandit. Cuts say, in terms of technicality, a bad promo, like, I don't know, he's smooth like Eminem on the microphone, but obviously that's not the point here. Doesn't matter what he said in the promo, the way he said it was super good. He showed genuine emotion, and he just made me regret every single thing I said about him in the first episode. Oh my god. I'm on board with Kid Bandit now. And I was already a little excited about Hoholun and Kid Bandit. Kid Bandit, yes. I thought I said Lucky Kid again. For me, because of the time difference, it's almost 4 p.m. here. So excuse me when I make mistakes like this, because I'm a little sleepy, as you can see. Anyway, just overall great. Wasn't expecting it. I thought it was going to be like a throwaway battle royal just to give Luther something to do. But no. It was a great moment. Honestly, way better than it had any right to be. Well, that's DPW for you. We move on to the third match, which is KTZ versus Rachel Rose. Well, it doesn't happen because KTZ presses the X button and does a run-in, elbows KTZ back in the head, and then cuts a heel promo, which was nice. A nice setup for their match in DPW, you already know. I've given my thoughts on KTZ and Rose in the last episode, but let me just reiterate here. A little difficult to say. I'm super impressed by Rose. I mean, she's good in the ring, and this is the first time I'm seeing her cut a promo, but, I was pretty confident in the fact that she would be also really good on the microphone, which she proved that she was here. So this segment was, again, very enjoyable. Did what it needed to do, didn't last for too long, and just we moved on from that to the fourth match, technically. The third match, but which was the semi-final match for the DPW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Extravaganza. Now, it was Bojack versus Kevin Koo, as you would know if you watched the last episode. And this match was exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see Bojack against a more serious opponent. Bojack was also wearing a black attire this time, which I thought looked nice. The other one, the Fallout 4 attire with the blue one, I mean, it's okay, but because of the bright color, I think it looks little cheaper. This one, I think it looked good. But of course, this comes with the negative of being black. And black is a generic color. Like every single wrestler out there, wears black because it's cool. But again, like I said, black looks cool. It looks good, actually. It's just that a lot more common. It's a lot more common than other colors. And when you wear stuff with other colors, that sometimes isn't it's not a safe option sometimes. It doesn't look as good as you imagined in your head. But anyways, that's like a pointless ramble I just did. Who cares? Okay, so we see some great action here. At one point, Bojack does the Samoa Joe combo with the powerbomb into a double-legged Boston Crab. Much appreciated. We see Bojack sell a lot, actually. He suffers a lot in this match. Kevin Koo, in his first match in the third episode, I thought he was an amateur. Then I saw that he was actually pretty good as his match continued. And now I see he's pretty fucking good. I mean, wow. He's definitely like at a pro level. So I ended up really liking him as well. It just seems that he might not wrestle again for DPW for a while. Because after he lost to Bojack by a powerbomb, similar to what Luther did to Kid Bandit, he put Bojack over. And it was almost like a little goodbye speech for Kevin Koo as well. All I'm saying is I wouldn't mind seeing him again in DPW. And if I come across any of his matches on the internet, I'll be more inclined to watch them now. Anyways, this means Bojack versus Andrew Everett. And we see the visual representation of this as Bojack is celebrating. We hear Andrew's music. Oh, actually, we just hear Bojack's music coming to an end. And people are wondering what's going on. Andrew gets in the ring, of course, stepping over the third rope because as a 7'4" giant, that's what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, it would be treacherous. We see the two face off, a couple of words exchanged, a handshake. Let's kill it out there in the 8th of February, I think. Is it January? Is it happening tomorrow? I will look at DPW on demand and speak on that a little bit more to end this episode. So actually, yeah, let's do it right now. Okay, wow, it is happening at January 8th. And although I would really like to watch it, I simply won't be able to unless I find a way, which is very unlikely. And the reason why I'm saying all this is, well, let me just show you, right? Let me show you with a cool transition, actually. There we are. So this is the DPW On Demand site, which looks very crisp. I mean, everything Deadlock does looks super good. Whoever their graphic designer is, they should pay that guy extra. Anyways, can you spot the problem here? For me, to be able to subscribe to DPW for 1 month is 200 Turkish liras. And for a year, that means I have to pay almost 2,000 Turkish liras. Now, this isn't like Japanese yen or something like that. No, Turkish lira. Basically, imagine this. Let's say you're buying a bubble gum, right? A pack of bubble gum. You pay $5 for that pack of bubble gum, and that's it. If I were to buy that pack of bubble gum with not US dollars, but with Turkish liras, I would have to pay 14 times the money. So $70 for just a pack of bubble gum. That's the situation going on here. And the reason is basically Turkish lira has no value. Our economy is going down the drain. It's a whole crazy situation. One of the biggest reasons why I'm actually moving to Canada this year, which is something I'm super, super excited about, and which is why you can be rest assured that I'm going to be focusing on this channel as well. I'm not going to abandon it anytime soon. At least I don't plan to. And I will definitely get into more professional wrestling. If I could go do professional wrestling training, I would absolutely love that. I actually trained in WXW for a short little stint. So, first one to do that ever in Turkey. First one to professionally train for professional wrestling. First person in history of Turkey. I mean, that doesn't mean much though. I'm just, I would still like to say it though, because I feel like that's a cool accomplishment. But yeah, when I go to Canada, if I can wrestle, that's great. If I can build a ring, that's great. If I can edit for a wrestling company or a promotion, that actually I could do that here. Maybe I should look into that. But yeah, in my free time, I want to be much more involved in professional wrestling as much as possible. Ideally, I would want to go to the US to accomplish this goal. But I think Canada will have plenty of opportunities for me to do this as well. So yeah, whatever. The more I speak, the less coherent my English gets because I'm tired. So I want to leave this off here. Thank you so much for watching this review. I managed to complete it under 20 minutes, which is an improvement. In the future, I will try to do this around 10 minutes to make it more compact, to say less but mean more, if that makes any sense. I don't know at this point. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on another video.